Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Activities for People Living at Home with Dementia. We are proud to offer this series with funding from the Area Agency on Aging and the United Way of Tarrant County. These programs are recorded and are made available for viewing through a YouTube channel for future use. By the way, if you have any friends who would like to check in on YouTube and see what goes on with us, we would love to have them check out our YouTube channel. I am Martha Brown, your host for today's activities. Our topic today is Moving to Heal, brought to you by Emily Corbin. Emily, take it away.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Say hello to Lolly. Good morning. So I brought us some new music today.
Okay.
What we're going to do is sit on the edge of our chairs as usual and have your feet on the floor with your shoes off if that feels comfortable for you. So you can really feel the texture of whatever the floor is under your feet. And so pay attention during this session to what you sense in your 13 major joints. Right? You have a lot more joints than that, but we'll focus on these 13 bigger ones, right? So starting with your ankles, and then your knees, and then your hips. We'll focus on shoulders, elbows, and wrists. And then we'll also focus on the spine as one major joint all in its own, right? So that helps us to sort of think of them in pairs, and then with the spine connecting everything in between. Let's take a moment here to just take inventory of the body. Allow yourself to kind of land in this moment. Some deeper breaths in and out. And remember, if I'm moving too fast, you go your body's pace. If I'm moving too big or too small, you go bigger or smaller. And what you're doing is you're looking for pleasure and joy through movement. And a happy side effect of that is that it's incredibly good for our bodies and our brain. So let's get moving. Give me a moment to share my sound with you.
Emily was telling us that her daughter is already finished with her first 6 weeks of school. Isn't that hard to believe?
Yes, it is. Wow.
Yeah.
It has been going by so quickly this year. There we go.
To teachers,
All right, so
sometimes the kids, they go by slow and sometimes
Yeah.
fast. The teachers are always going slow.
Yeah, well, she really enjoyed school. So I think
Yeah.
for her, maybe it's going by a little bit fast.
What grade is she in?
She's in 7th.
7th grade. Okay.
Yeah.
You have a favorite subject?
I think she would say art.
Okay.
But she goes to a fine arts school, so
Okay. Yeah.
that's a natural answer for her.
Yeah. I understand.
I don't know where she gets that creativity thing. I don't know.
My youngest daughter is the
Okay.
same way. I don't have any idea where she got her artistic ability. Wasn't from me, and it wasn't from her mother.
Well, I was being a little bit facetious because I'm pretty artsy, but I think she got it from my dad, to be honest.
My wife is not really artsy crafty. She does work on her Cricut, but it's connected to a computer. So if it's connected to a computer, she does it. She's just kind of figuring it out on her own. Don't worry, she can't do it. So.
All righty, here we are.
Sorry.
You're good. No apologies. No. We are here to say yes, right? So can you see my hands and feet, the critical parts? All right. So this is our warm-up song, right? This is our orchestra warming up. And just the same, we are warming up our bodies. And first thing we do is pay attention to what we sense. So take your hands to the tops of your legs and just kind of notice what you sense through your fingertips and the palms of your hands. Close your eyes so that you can really focus your attention on what you feel and what you sense with touch. And then move to the outsides of your legs, kind of the outer edge of the hips. And almost the way you might pet that fluffy puppy dog down there on the floor, just nice and gentle and kind as you kind of check in. And then let's move that down the fronts of the legs. So now reaching for your shin and just kind of gently noticing with touch what you sense in your shins, and then the backs of your legs, in the calves. And then starting to work your way back upright again. Let's take the hands to the outer edges of the arms. Good. And then work your way down the arms and sense your wrists. Good. And your fingers gripping, clenching and opening. Good. And then back up the arms again. Nice. Intentional movements, any way you do it is exactly right. Yes. And now what about hands on the shoulders? Yeah, it's an affirmative kind of touch. Yes. And then releasing your hands down by your sides. Just let your hands kind of hang. Let your elbows kind of shake a little bit here. And inhale through your nose, roll your shoulders up, and exhale, drop your shoulders down. Make a little sigh. Yeah. It's almost like you're breathing with your shoulders. Nice. One more like that. So noticing what your lung volume feels like on a scale of 1 to 10. What do you notice? 10 is full lungs, lots of breath. Yeah. 1 is, oh, we could do better, right? Let's just notice that before we move on. Good. I'm going to move out a little bit. Get nice and tall as I root through the seat, nice and stable in the seat. Dancing to the spirit of the music with our 13 major joints. Yeah. So what do you want to do when you hear this? Close your eyes. Don't be concerned with what it looks like from the outside. What do your fingers want to do? There's like this shimmering kind of sound. What do your toes want to do? Right? Oh. So those are like the edges and the extremity details. But then we've got this more grounded piano sound here. Maybe we begin to lift some of those bigger joints. Yeah. What if you circled one knee up and swept it over? Yeah. So then you're engaging your knees and your hips here, as well as your spine, your belly. Good. Sweeping the knee in and out. You could add in the joints of the arms. Good. Just tapping, carefree. Keep going. 2 more. 1 here, 1 here. Yes. We're going to reach forward and bring the arm down. Other side. Bring the arm down. Yes. Reach. Shimmer the fingers come down. Yes. Same thing. Just the fingers start to wiggle. Yes. Other side. Shimmer. What about both arms? Shimmer. Both arms. Shimmer. Can we break it into bits? Reach. Shimmer. Yeah, so there's a pause. Reach. Shimmer. Yeah. You could shake your head too if you want. Ah. Reach. Shimmer. Now what if we tiptoe on the piano and gently play as well? Clearly not a piano player, right? Oh. So checking in with your major joints. This song inspires us to make shapes in space. And they're very abstract. I can't tell you what yours looks like, but I can tell you, start by dancing your ankles, right? Maybe that looks like heels moving in and out. What does it look like for you to dance your ankles? I don't know. And then just letting the upper body and the head relax and come along for the ride, yeah? Okay, what about the knees? What happens if the knees dance? Maybe it's just one. So you can't really dance one joint and not dance the others, but you can focus your attention on one, right? One knee, the other knee. Maybe it's a straightening and a bending. It could be fast or slow. Maybe you bend your knee in and hug it and kick the leg out. Where's your breath? Let's put our exhale where we sense effort. One more, however you're doing it. And then both knees. What do? Maybe they make a circle holding on to the edge of your seat. Other way, I don't know. How are you doing it? Nice. So add in your hips. What does that look like, right? Well, we're seated. So how do you dance your hips while you're seated? Maybe it's just your attention dances into your hips. Yeah? Good. Keep going. And now what about the shoulders? You could alternate, or you could just dance the left and the right. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Good. Other side. Now bring both shoulders. The shoulders are so mobile. So can we stay strong in the belly and the spine to give mobility in a safe way? Good. Nice. Moving into the elbows. Reach one elbow up and down. Other side and down. It floats. Watch it float. Lift up the same leg. Lift. And take the whole foot, pressing it down at the same time. And then lift the edges of your mouth way up. Yeah, you got it. It looks like this. Look up as you reach. Good. Stay long in your spine. Nice. We'll do 4 more. So 1 more each side now. Nice. So remember our center sway. We've done this before. We want to get so stable in the in the lower body that we can have this mobility in our upper body, right? So really the mobility and the twisting side to side is coming from the strength of your abdominals, yeah, and your feet rooted down in the chair, lifting up through the crown of your head. Good. What about palms up on one side and down on the other, and switching? Doesn't matter which side. And switching. Place your exhale on that pulse. Switching sides when you're ready. Other side. So why am I huffing and puffing? It's that heart rate. It's that cardiovascular work. Nice. Bring your arms back to the center. A little bit of a swaying, non-linear movement with the arms. Oh, and then we have this very playful, oh, what's happening here? So if your joints got very mysterious and a little bit playful, right? There would be this galloping and then maybe a sharper exclamation point kind of a movement, yeah? So we could catch fly and move the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulder that way. Nice. Find it. All right, coming back to the sway. So the arms are basically parallel, the forearms, yeah? I'm keeping my elbows essentially on the same plane and then allowing this movement to come from the shoulders, yeah, and the twisting of the rib cage. Notice your belly. Nice. Arms up overhead. Take your legs wide for stability. Reaching a little higher now. Shoulders out of the ears, but long through your fingers. Nice. And bring your arms back down again. Just some gentle movement. Shoulders reaching up and onto the back. You can go much slower, right? It could be here. Nice. Let's slow it down. Nice. So we'll kick across and tap. Kick across and tap. So kicking across, the foot touches down. We can bring our arms in, and it's kind of like that knee sweep, yeah? Only it's the same side, sort of touching the face. So notice the pause. Nice. Any way you kick, any way you reach, it's right. Yes. What if it were like you were wearing a veil? So it's like you're playing with a headscarf. And all you know is you're going to kick your leg out, and then you're going to pull the scarf down. Nice. So you're playing. Nice. What if you got off the rhythm for a second? I know, it feels off, right? Doesn't feel quite right. Nice. Come to stillness. One elbow and down, other elbow and down. Remember this, the foot, the knee lift. So you're moving ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Oh, and spine, yeah? Inhale, exhale. 4 more. 2, 3, 4, and stay. So across. Remember the knee sweep, it was one hand, but the opposite leg. Yeah? So let's reach and tap it down. Other side. Good. Get that in your cells. So whether you touch the foot or the leg, or just reach that way, it doesn't matter. Nice. Last one. Reaching arms up, one up, one down. Other side. Push your feet into the ground for stability. Other side. Reach. Yeah, it's like a paintbrush at the tips of your fingers. Both arms come down. Big hug. And sway. Close your eyes. Good. Inhale, open your arms up. Cross the other arm on top. Big hug. And sway. Nice. Keep going. And releasing the arms. What about a shimmy? Isolating your chest. It can be big or small. You can shimmy like your life depends on it. You could shimmy like you're not that serious. Yeah? Good. And what about the feet? Nice. Just rumble in your feet. A few more seconds. Yes, I see those screens vibrating. Excellent. Nice. And sense what's going on in your feet when you get still. Nice big breath in. And just release it out. Undulation of the spine, forward and back. Let your chin have the paintbrush now. So it's almost like you're going to paint a picture with your chin reaching onto the canvas and then down. Go as slow or as fast as feels good for you. We want to reach the spine long as we hinge and reach the paintbrush forward. And then round the spine and sense opening in the back body as we reach the paintbrush down. Nice. Couple more this way. Coming back up to seated. Nice. We'll move into some punching and blocking, right? So remember our upward block. We bring our power up to the center, rotate this upper arm or lower arm bone, yeah? And we send our power, our breath, yes. Nice, behind that block. Other side. It's called the radius because it rotates. Yeah. Where's your power? Yeah. Keep going. Last one. What about inward? So there's this softness that happens when you open the arms, but then when you bring them together, you mean business, right? Good. You can make the movement as big or as soft or as slow or as abrupt as you want. All of those things could be small. But enjoy the stop, start, and the pause. Nice. Okay, this one wasn't supposed to make it on for today. I know you're disappointed, but we're gonna skip it.
Preview of next week.
Yeah, preview of what we're working on. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
It's a good time to check in.
Awake,
Awake. Me too.
energetic.
Right. So coming back to the 13 major joints, what do you notice first? Move it. Right? Whatever joint you sense, move it. I noticed these ones at the same time. I don't know. Nice. What if we paid closer attention to the fingertips? Can you find a sway? Let's bring those fingertips in. We'll lift them up and out and in. Keep wiggling. So I'm going to add in tapping my feet. I'm just lifting the ball of the foot on both sides, alternating. Tap, tap. Oh, it's hard. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. Nice. One more set. Okay, wrapping it up. Nice. We're gonna bring back our punching. Yeah. So there's a 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Same thing with punches. We'll punch down, down, 2, 3. So it's one side, other side. 1, 2, 3. Good. One side, other side. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go out. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Ha. 1, 2, 3. What if we went up? Other side. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. It's 2 slow and 3 fast. 1, 2, 3. You got it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Bring your little wiggle fingers back in. Reach a little further forward now. Nice. What if you exhale when you reach forward? Nice. Coming back to blocking and punching, yeah? So we're taking the punch across and then back into the loaded position, yeah? Punch, and just feel the readiness there. So right now you're just kind of testing out your punch, sensing what this feels like in your body. Reach, pull it in, reach, and pull it in. Now finding the rhythm. So when it gets faster, it might have to get a little smaller. Ha. Pull it in. Good. Ha. 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 You could open your hand when you reach, kind of combining a couple of different moves here. Yeah. And then squeeze it when you bring it back by your side. Good. Nice and strong in your belly here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's wiggle the legs out and the shoulders. Nice. And a little tapping out of the heels. Good. So remember that 2 slow and 3 fast, right? Let's find it. Dun, 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 dun. That's it. Yep. Dun, dun, dun. What are we going to do with it? So it could be anything. It's 2 of something slow, and then 3 of anything fast. Da, da. I don't know. Could be 1 foot. One more. Nice. Let's sway the elbows. Swaying the elbows and the wrists are kind of like a flower getting blown in the wind. Yeah. Blades of grass. I don't know. Your imagery. And then notice what happens when you keep your elbows just kind of stiff right in front, shoulders stay stiff, right? And then what happens when I widen my base, get more stable, and let the whole spine sway. Good. Nice. We're gonna inhale and turn to the right, yeah. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee, and gently, if you have a back to your chair, just gently put your hand there, lengthen through your spine. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale, just look towards your right shoulder. You don't have to twist, just look. When you inhale, look back towards the center, and when you exhale, look towards the right shoulder. If some twisting happens there, let it happen naturally and gently. Inhale to bring your body back to the center. Inhale to look to the left, yeah. Open your arms that direction. And then when you exhale, you can look over your left shoulder, taking that right hand to the outside of your left knee, your feet stable on the ground, so that this twist comes from the middle of the body and the hips and the pelvis stay very centered. Good. Lengthen through your spine and look towards the middle with your inhale. Look towards your left shoulder with your exhale. Inhale, come back to the center. Good. So we'll lift this time right foot off the ground. You can get situated there, crossing. Hey. Crossing your ankle over the top of your thigh. So feel your feet in the chair get long through your spine. Nice. And then just taking your hands to the front or top of your shin. Yeah. Before we do anything, just sense, what do you notice in your hips? Do you notice tightness or a pinch or anything that feels like you need to change it here? Yeah. And then as you're ready, you can start to use your exhale breath to gently hinge a little bit at a time in the direction of your crossed leg there, and keeping your heart nice and lifted. Yeah. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. You could let your arms hang, or you could use them to create more traction if you want. You could certainly just let your head and your arms hang here. And then round your spine, chin to chest, in order to roll yourself back up. Good, good. Exhale to uncross. Sit back in your chair if you can safely, and just wiggle out your right leg. Just shake it out a little bit. Give it some massage. Same thing to your knee and your ankle, and then take it back to the floor. Notice what's different about your right leg and your left. And then let's go to the left, crossing that ankle. No punctuation from the animals here in the room. Crossing it on top of your right leg. Lengthen through your spine. And just sense what's going on in that left hip. And then use your exhale breath to reach your heart forward and just send that energy of opening and relaxation into your left hip. If you want to, you can create a little more tension here, traction. Good. As you hinge forward a little bit, you could just hang out. So no right or wrong way, as long as you're breathing as you move. When you're ready, you can round your spine, chin to chest, as you start to roll yourself up. Nice. And then let's shake out that left leg. Shake a leg. Good. And then tap it out. Love pat. My left ankle needs some extra pat. Wherever you need extra love, believe it or not, your body doesn't know the difference between when you're loving you and when someone else is loving you. In fact, the body loves it, right? Let's take our hands up, both legs, outside. Inside, gentle brush. Gentle brush. It's very soft. We were making noise, we were loud and percussive before, and now we're very soft. Nice. Now let's take outer edges of the fingertips, fingernails even, to the outer arm. You could just take one arm. It's just a gentle touch. And then other side. Like you're curious with your fingers and receiving with the skin of the arm. Just very curious, very receptive. Good. And then coming back to the edge of your seat, let's get nice and tall through our spines. Inhale as you bring your arms up overhead. And get long through your spine. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Now keep reaching your fingertips up while your shoulders reach down. So I'll give you a little example, right? This, after a while, started to feel like a bit of a car accident. So let's bring the shoulders out of the ears. Good. Even if you keep your elbows quite a bit bent, nice. And then exhale, palms out as you touch the space. Close your eyes and sense that your fingertips are touching the sounds that you hear from the music. As you breathe in, your fingers go up, and as you breathe out, your fingers go down. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. One more breath cycle. And then the arms cross over the chest again, big hug. Feel your breath expanding as you hug. Your next inhale, uncross your arms and take the other arm on top. Feel your breath expanding into your elbows. And then soften the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades pulling apart in the back. Nice. Next inhale breath, just softening the fingertips away, releasing your hands down by your side, taking palms to thighs. Check in with your 2 feet on the ground. Take a big inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Notice your lung volume. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being so expansive and 1 being piecework, what do you give it? And then we let it go, right? We move on into these next moments of our lives, grateful for the one we have right now. Let's inhale, bring our palms up overhead, and exhale, clear the space. Just let something go. Let's do it again, 2 more times. Yeah, make a sound, let something go. Something you don't need. Yes, yes, to letting go. You guys are awesome. Thanks for playing. Y'all are the most fun.
We love it when you come and play with us.
Yes, thank you. Sorry
Thank
we
you, Emily.
lost the internet in the middle of it.
Oh, no worries. I'm just glad you were able to come back.
Yes. You know
Yeah.
we love you.
Thank you, Emily.
Well, thank you so
Emily.
much. It's so good to see you, Steve. I
Yeah.
missed you last week. Good to see all of you. Always.
Well, I probably won't be here next week again, so I usually
Well-
have something every Thursday, but this Thursday I couldn't be there, so
Nobody asked me about that, Steve. Come on
I'm
now.
sorry.
Yeah, you gotta
But
get
we
a note.
do
You gotta get a
exercise
note.
at the other activity too, so I do get some.
Okay, well, that's good.
What was that, Don?
Yeah,
I was gonna say that I really enjoyed the music.
Yeah,
that
the
I
music was great today.
I enjoyed the other music, but I really like this music too.
This is really
you
good.
did. You like the music?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Was it kind of
We're gonna
Celtic or?
We're going to keep working with this music for a little while. You know, there's a bunch of styles. They're all taken from Nia routines, from the Nia Sounds music. And they choose their music so carefully based on the way the sounds can stimulate our brains. And we can stimulate our brains through our bodies. It's pretty magical the way that they have orchestrated these, and I took music from like 10 routines and put them all together, and it was so fun.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
It was wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Hans, are you going to have a wonderful day?
Yes.
Ah, good, good. Let's take a look and see what's coming up tomorrow. Today is Hua Feng Trio. This is, did Emily leave?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. From China, Chinese original instruments and Chinese original music.
Sounds cool.
We've never heard anything like this. Hua Feng Trio.
Well, I probably heard some of it because I was in China for a while, so
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
I
may
watched
know
a lot of
some.
movies with the Oriental theme. So
Yes, yes. Kung fu movies?
no,
Oh,
other
okay.
movies. There's other movies that are not kung fu movies.
Other movies, yes.
Yeah, they're subtitled. I was watching the one from Korea this week, and it had a lot of it had a little bit of mix of modern and traditional.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. And maybe you can tell us if you've heard that kind of thing before
Okay.
and let us know. I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. I hope Yetta is back with us tomorrow, Hans.
Yes, sure will be.
Great, great. Everybody have a wonderful day.
You
Bye-bye.
too, Martha.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.